Flavor Your Life is an European community campaign dedicated to North American consumers for promotion of extra virgin olive oil from Europe. For more information, visit the web flavoryourlife.com. The story of extra virgin olive oil just starts here. In this countryside, you can see beautiful trees where we produce olives. To start producing, it takes time. You can plant olive trees 2 years old, are very small like that, and it's growing very slowly. And finally, after 2-3 years, so you can pick up the first olives. But it takes, together with water, irrigation, nutrients, also passion, love, like children. You have to grow like children, and after you can have fantastic extra virgin olive oil. The cultivation of olive tree change with time, starting from 50, 60, 1950, 60 with 200 plants per hectare, and after increasing to 400 per hectare, and finally 1,000 and 1,700 for so super intensive. Normally you have to choose the right variety for this type of cultivation. During the winter, the olive trees lives, but just after 3 months, in February, something changed. The springtime is arrived, and we can see the small white flower on the branch, and the flower changing fruit, and this is a magic transformation due to pollen transferred by the wind. The fruit, small, very small at the beginning, increase the volumes during the summer and form inside the fruit some bags full of extra virgin olive oil that increase the quantity till October, when we start picking, harvesting. The harvesting is a magic moment, and is the moment normally when the olives change color. From green becomes red-brown, and this is the right moment to pick, to harvest. We use a comb, we use a shaking machine for pick up the olives that go to the net that we put behind the olive tree. But the most important thing is to take the olives in the afternoon after picking and transfer in some boxes and bring suddenly, immediately to the mill. Now we are in the mill, and finally we transform the olives in extra virgin olive oil. So it's a magic important point. And I should like to describe you step by step how we do that. We use only mechanical and physical means, no chemical. This is very important. First of all, we eliminate the leaves and we wash the olives. And after we have the crushing, we form the paste. We transform the olives in paste. Together with the nut, don't forget, the whole olives transform in paste. The paste go in a cylinder and move in this cylinder in order that the extra virgin olive oil comes out, and it takes 20-40 minutes because the quantity of oil in the fruit is not so high. Can go from 10 to 20%, not more. So we have to separate the water from the oil and the solid part. And we make that through a centrifuge. Separation of water, oily, that is low density, water and solid part. And finally you have extra virgin olive oil that normally just new is not filtered, is quite veiled. You see some drop of water inside the extra virgin olive oil, and we name the new oil, you see, and is full of antioxidant. You put the oil in a container, and normally with the nitrogen, with the net gas, to preserve the extra virgin olive oil from oxidation. That is the worst process we can have, that destroy the fat and let the extra virgin become rancid. So it's very important to maintain in this steel container with nitrogen gas. The extra virgin olive oil is composed by 98% of fat, named triglyceride, and a small part, more or less 1–2% of no-fat part. This part is very important because is made of many compounds that give the color, give the aroma and the taste to the oil. So make sense to make difference from a refined oil through extra virgin olive oil. There are many components, but the most important are antioxidants. And among antioxidants, we have polyphenol compound and tocopherol compound. And especially polyphenol, they are really high content only in extra virgin olive oil and not in other oil, are very important for antioxidant activity. In vitro means in the bottles, but also in vivo means in human body. Polyphenol, especially polyphenol, are very important for the body, for us, and for our health, because defend ourselves against many illnesses where the oxidation process is on the base. Sensorial analysis for virgin olive oil is very important and is a rule from community for Codex Alimentarius all over the world, we can say, and International Olive Oil Council based in Madrid. So it's really very, very important to establish the category of the oil, not only the profile, but the category, extra virgin, virgin and lampante. So we need a group of minimum 8 persons that taste in a panel, in a group, through a method, a sheet, and establish the presence of negative and positive attributes. We have 3 main positive attributes that are fruity, can be ripe, can be green. Then we have bitterness, and finally pungency. So we have a profile olfactive, tasting and tactile. So it's not easy, we use 3 senses. It's very important that for the oil to have fruitiness, because without fruity the oil is not virgin, it's lampante. And regarding the negative attribute, we have mainly the muddy sediment, musty, the problem of preservation of olives or oil, bad conservation of the oil, rancidity, vinegar, and oxidation, and muddy sediment, and fasting. These are the main negative attributes. And in extra virgin, we have the median of this negative must be 0. Now I take the glass, you see, is a special glass, and cover with another cover, because you have to taste the aroma without losing nothing. You smell shortly. I close my eyes to concentrate on what I feel. And then you put a small quantity in the mouth and make a sort of stripping in order that the aroma goes from the mouth to the nose, so it's indirect smelling. After that, I feel in my tongue the bitterness and finally the pungency. So we have 3 phases. First phase is olfactive, fruity and negative attribute, then taste in the mouth, and finally on the throat, just here, like chili, you feel like chili, the spice, the pungency. And now I feel the form for this oil. I take the sheet, and first of all, the negative attribute. I have to feel this part. And fasty is 0, must is 0, wine is 0, rancid, frostbitten is 0. So no defects for this oil. And for positive, I have fruitiness, medium. The line goes from 0 to 10, so more or less is 5. Green, and then I have bitterness, 5, and pungency maybe 6. So this is the profile of my oil, and naturally we need to have 8 sheets like that and consider the median of fruitiness and negative attribute to give the category of extra virgin olive oil. Flavor Your Life is an European community campaign dedicated to North American consumers for promotion of extra virgin olive oil from Europe. For more information, visit the web flavoryourlife.com.